no, while we're still waiting and doing what we have to do or what we love to do, we have to take some trending videos first. Now, this one struck me as no way. That was the first thing I said when I saw the video. And this one is saying that you have to pay to cross, I don't know what I'm going to call that. One Paco bridge like that.
Really? You have to pay?
You have to pay. Wait, now when I show you the
bridge
that we are talking about, and why would you even pay? In fact, I'm even wondering why are even people paying for that?
To cross.
Just
tell me to pay to walk on the road there.
Anyway, so let's check this video and see. Then we'll come back and react. And if anyone, me, I will not pay. If I wear heels, 6 inches heels, I will cross it and I will cross it. Anyways, let's watch the video. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Okay, yes, I saw that video. Covenant, if you were the one, you even went 7 to 12 inches, which is impossible. Heels.
Yeah.
How would you even cross that?
Wow. So first of all, that stick, or should I say the Paco they
Please
they
call
put
it Paco.
there, that Paco they put there. How am I sure that I would not even fall while I'm crossing? I would not fall.
He's going to hold it.
They will hold it while I cross. I'm really scared of heights. The stick is so tiny. So, well, I would say that I might pay and I might not pay. I will pay if I don't want to. I will pay if I don't want to lose my steeze and composure. I will pay. But if I want to prove that, what are you guys doing? I will jump it.
Me, I will lose whatever people call steeze and composure. That is not me. I will even add more steeze and composure by pulling my shoes.
So much elegance.
And if there's any man, to make it even more sweeter, if there's another man that does like, please, can you help
me? Take me by the hands.
Take me by the hands and cross me over. I want to say thank you very much. With my smile, before you know.
Of course.
If you are a girl, Seth, you will be ashamed if you decide to use that.
Exactly.
Don't play it.
Oh my goodness.
Because I don't understand why you want to make us pay to cross that thing. That's why I liked what that girl did. She jumped.
Straight up.
She'll be from
mushing.
Just as someone and she was able to cross. Okay, let's go for another trending video. This one is just a Kogi man was showing off.
Okay.
For those who are into polygamy or who have 2 wives and don't know how to manage 2 wives, this man is trying to tell you that you can have 2 wives and still be perfect and still enjoy it. In fact, you should be strong, you should be bigger, you should feel like yes, you have arrived. Okay, let's go watch this one where he was showing off his 2 wives as they pamper and spoon feed him. Let's watch. We'll be right back. Yes, you're welcome back, my gender. Look at you, I'm smiling.
It's how those women are understanding for me. I mean, they
seemed
understanding.
I feel like that is a very big trap for that man.
Oh, wow.
Except maybe he's trying to do it for content's sake. I don't know. But what's your thought? Let me first hear what you think first.
Wow. Well, I think that maybe to a large extent, the man already he has figured out how to handle both women, because trust me, women can be very jealous. We are jealous human beings. So I'm very sure that he has figured out how to handle them. It's okay if you don't want to, if you cannot allow this one to feed me. Both of you come and feed me together. Nothing will spoil. So I'm very sure he has just figured out how to handle them.
You know, really. I even see what me I saw there. I'm pitying the man. You see the way he sat on the table was just looking. He must not give a better expression for the other one.
Yeah.
Like he was just there. Oh yeah, feed me. He will collect. The other one brings and it's, and I even feel like women don't do too well in this kind of polygamy. This kind of polygamy is almost impossible, let's be honest. Actually, I feel like this is just for the video, for the gram. Because if you want a woman to feed you, you will go to her house or her room, or that's her turn to cook, and of course she will feed you. Then the woman has her own turn, the other wife has her own turn. But if they are doing this, well, I don't know, I'm just saying, because as a woman, it's difficult. So now, as we have Ade behind the camera, so Ade will collect 1 spoon from you and collect then at the end of the day, Ade will sleep in that house.
Well, you know, polygamy families are very, very different and very, you know, rare.
But can you allow your man get another? That's what we're talking about. Can you allow your man get another wife?
Please,
bring her to the same house.
Would you allow me get another man? Bring him to the same house. Okay, no, it's not my house. They will send me out. If you would allow it, then
violence. Okay. So let's talk about it. Let's talk a bit about fashion psychology before we watch the last trending video. Now, fashion, I believe fashion is what you use in expressing yourself, telling people that this is who you are, this is how you want to be addressed, this is what you should think about me. I have great body, I have great features. So yes, this is more like me. But when you get closer, you will see much more than how I dress. So I want to know, is it possible? Let me ask for your opinion. Is it possible that people can actually dress the way they do not even want to be addressed?
The way they do not want to be addressed?
Yeah. Like someone who is, let's say, a sex worker. Let's use that for example. She doesn't want to be addressed as a sex worker. So when she's probably going for her business, she decides to wear a corporate dress.
Alright.
So you don't see her in that light. But the real deal is she is that person. Is it possible?
Yes, it is possible. It is possible. I mean, there was a time I was writing.
Thank God.
There was a time I was writing.
There was a time I was.
No. Okay, so there was a time I was writing Neko, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't want people to be asked. I just didn't want that questions. Why are you writing this? Why are you writing that? Where are you going to? Most times I'll just wear my house clothes, put the uniform in my bag. When I get to the school restroom, and I'll change, because I don't want questions and I don't want to be seen in a type of light. So it is definitely possible. It is possible, actually.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, if it's possible, if that is possible, how about the reverse is the case, whereby I am a very decent person, I do not like to be spoken down on. I like you respecting me and giving me my respect. I also like the fact that when you're talking to me, you talk to me with so much respect, not a commanding tone or a lower tone, but more of the higher tone, so that you could give me my respect. But in a real sense, when they see the way you dress, you're always on skimpy things, exposing clothes, you're always with the longest lashes and the longest nails. And some amazing kind of boots. And you're always wearing, you wear pop socks, correct pop socks that is covered. You now use your hand and create hole. You want it to be rugged, to be crazy, and still you want people to know and address you as a good girl. Is that possible?
I don't think that's possible. It's just so beautiful how dressing it just gives interpretation, right? It shows who you are. So if you are a bad girl, right, or you want to be seen as a bad girl, just wear a bad girl dress and you'll be seen as one. If you are not even a bad girl, or if you're a good girl and you want to be seen as a bad girl, just wear it. So it's just very, very beautiful how dresses just it gives us out. It just tells who
it's also amazing how you see some ladies, when you see them randomly on a normal day, a Monday to Saturday, what they are wearing, you cannot even wear it. But even if you wear it in the house, once somebody knocks,
you have not carried a pants.
But when they come to the church,
or
place of worship, they really want to wear the boo-boo. In fact, they will be the one not to even have any makeup on, no lip gloss, no. Why are you laughing?
I feel like you are shaking some people's table this afternoon.
Oh Lord, you see them, they are like that, and obviously they know what they are looking at for a good man.
Yeah.
That we ask them out, but deep within them, they
know
that
no,
I'm not there and I'm not it. And still, you know, that's why some men will walk up to me and tell me, okay, not walk up to me, basically friends will say,
okay,
I will not pick a wife from the church.
Yes, because there are lots of hypocrites in
the church. Yeah, and no matter how much I try to paint the church in a good light, like, okay, this place of worship, they're good people, they have changed. And in fact, when you now talk to some certain girls that you know are in that certain way, they will tell you that on Sunday we used to repent.
Now only Sunday.
Sunday we did repent. On Sundays we're a good girl. But once it comes to Monday, I'm back to myself. And like I say, yes, now they collect the blessing, and the blessing will work for them for the whole week. The grace, the whatever, the mercy will work for the whole week. Then when they come back on Sunday, they'll come and refresh again. I'll be like, wow. Now I don't see why men are saying they can't go to church. Exactly. You see men go to church, especially a good girl, and once they've started dating them, maybe a month or two or maybe 1 year, they'll start saying that the girl is a different girl entirely. They'll be like,
true color.
Like, do you have anybody that's been in that kind of situation?
Oh yes, especially a guy. I mean, it was just I was just pitying him really, because he met his wife in the church.
Oh, they are even married now?
Yeah, they are married now.
Wow.
They recently got married. He met his wife in the church. And then he said that she's so obedient, she's so, whenever worship is going on, she's lifting up holy hands, crying, you know, on all of those, the spirit is moving. But he said she's a lioness in the house. Like in every ramification, in nagging to, you know, how Christian ladies would be like, no, I can't relate to going to clubs, I cannot relate. But now then they go past. So he's like, most Fridays she's not in the house.
Where is she?
She's not
vigil. No, she's at the vigil.
Which kind of vigil be that?
She's at the vigil. Stop it! Don't do that. Why would you?
Oh my goodness!
You know, boo-boo that she wears on that Friday to avoid all the mosquito and everything.
Oh really? There's another close
Anyways, that's fashion psychology. Do you have questions about fashion psychology in your head that you believe, okay, is this right, is this wrong, could this actually work out? You don't have any. Okay, all right, so I'm just going to go over to the next trending video, and this one is Daddy is not joking. This is a wedding, a marriage, traditional wedding, and Daddy was not joking actually, and because he puts his daughter as one in everything. Like, he wants his daughter to be the first thing in anything that man is doing. Like, when you hear what he was telling that man, when you want to go and cook, or you are going out, your wife first. You are going to a party, your wife first. Even when you are going to make some certain decisions, your wife. In fact, you will not hear from me. Let us watch the video where Daddy was seriously serious and not joking at all with his daughter. We'll be right back.
Advice of the century. If you dare go Kafanchan, carry her go Kafanchan.
If you know, so you don't go carry this guy, go where you go. I don't go give you. The man come promise to say that is the reason why he comes. So immediately after 2 weeks, the two of them they move. So what I want to tell you, you don't marry my girl today. If you know, say you know there this village, if they go Kafanchan, carry and go Kafanchan. You hear? Because I don't want to come here tomorrow. You tell me say another man they for sure.
Word, I like that. I like what Daddy said. If you know you are going to Kafanchan, wait, is there actually a contract? Do you know, I've been hearing that word, Kafanchan. It's amazing. Even being a journalist, it's amazing how I've always heard Kafanchan. I've never really thought to check if Kafanchan is a country, a place in a country, or is it, in fact, wow. But anyways, Daddy was saying, if you are going to Kafanchan, you have to take her along. Not that I'm hearing that one man is pursuing her. Why would a man be pursuing your daughter if you? It's because you are not there. You're not available. They are not seeing her husband and not seeing the love between her and her husband. So definitely they know that they have to probably find a way to enter.
He actually really cares about his daughter, because I mean he wouldn't want to hear that, oh, she's heartbroken, her husband left her, I mean, that's a good father.
That's a good father, actually.
Shout out to you, Daddy.
So also, do you think most fathers, they will rather give their daughter in marriage if the man, okay, I'm just going to list the things the man has. Okay. The man can love her in no matter what situation or condition. Okay. The man will protect her. The man will at least give her, if you cannot even do 3 square meal, 2 square meal, then she can't go naked. She can't look like a mad person. Yes. She can't wear rags. At least she'll be able to wear some decent clothes, no matter the amount. You're not get designers, and you always give her a roof over her head. Now, these are the list of what a father might want for her daughter. Yes. Then there is this other father that wants. Where is your dog? Which school did you go to? Is it Ben outside University or which Harvard one? Or Harvard? Then we use Harvard. Did you go to Harvard? What's your bank account? Where do you work? Who are the people you've met with? And of course, maybe the guy has that standard. What do you have right now? I have a duplex. I have 2 cars. I have a store, and also have a job where I'm like a place where I have my own brand. I'm the CEO of that brand and the store and all of that. You know, this person's well to do and everything. Yes. Do you think it is very normal for a father to actually allow the daughter follow the rich one rather than the one that seems not, I won't call it poor, but almost comfortable but not yet comfortable? Do you think it's right for fathers to, or mothers to always push their daughters to the rich ones?
Oh, well, this is actually relative, right? Why? Because people have suffered, right? And maybe the father or the mother doesn't want the child to suffer, to smell suffering, because suffering is people have really suffered, so they can tell that no, I've suffered. I don't want my children or my generation to pass through what I've passed through. So some of them, in fact, mothers do it a whole lot. They give out their daughter's hand to the very, very rich guys because they've suffered so much. So how can my child, I've suffered as a mother, how can my child now come and start suffering? I want to ask her for something, her husband is not able to provide it. No, I want to be comfortable, because they always say that children are how do they put this word now? I can't remember the adage, but parents that have suffered would not want their children to go through suffering. They would not want their female children, their female girls, to go through suffering.
I actually like that, but also I now look at it as a problem, because if you are only looking at your child not suffering, and you're not looking at what to make her live long,
exactly,
what to make her happy, and of course to be happiness, peace and love, joy, whatever, it has to be those things that will make her live long, look younger, be able to even tend to the kids that she will give birth to. But I think, well, like you said, a lot of people are just the mistakes they've made, they want to use their children to correct their mistakes.
Some mothers will even tell you, if he used to beat you, don't worry, still stay, just manage, endure, as long as you are receiving money, as long as you're looking healthy. If he beats you, you use his money to go and treat yourself. I have a few more people in my space, so they've told me their experiences, and I'm like, oh my god, really? I've even seen it in movies too.
Yeah, I've seen it in movies. But like in reality, how would a mother, like now, maybe let's assume I didn't give myself the best of life, and I want my daughter to have the best, and I'll tell her that he's beating you, stay there.
Well, don't worry, he will change. He will change.
He will change where? Yeah, I hear that thing a lot. You know, you even see some, not even mothers, let's even mothers, some of the siblings. Yes. Maybe you've not started telling your mother what exactly goes down, and you're telling the sibling, he does this, he does that, and your sibling will be telling you, don't worry, calm down. That's how men are. You know, they will change. My sister, they will not change you.
If so what is advisable for her to even do self? What do you think she should do? Should she, maybe when she's now having that domestic violence in the house, should she now like run away from the house?
No, let her stay, so that they will take her 6 feet under the ground.
Away.
You can't stay in a house where there's domestic violence. Actually, there's a difference when you're always having arguments, you're always having quarrels. It's just mouth talk and everybody goes to bed. It's still better than domestic violence. See, if it starts with a slap, it will probably end with a knife, exactly, or a gun, or something on your head. So you have to run away. Now, I would tell for those who are just in a relationship and you're not yet married and you're being abused, honestly, and maybe your sister, your friends, his friends, your mom or whoever is advising you or telling you that it's going to change, that's how men are. You know, you two, you calm down. You know, he has anger issues.
Hey.
has anger issues, anything that will make him angry, that will make him raise his hand on you, you to just avoid it. Don't do it. So you are more advising the girl to be more reserved, more quiet, take herself in fact, put herself in a shell, in an eggshell, and never come out, just because you want her to stay with that man. And obviously it's because that man is doing some certain things for the family, or for her, which is evidently touching them too, one way or the other. Just for her to say that it does not make sense. I will advise the lady, he cannot change. Take it from me, he will never change. In fact, so far you're staying with him, and he knows that once he does this thing, he will just take you out for shopping, or buy something for your mom, or one thing, anything he's doing for you, and you're calm. Before you know, after 2 days or 3 days of the beating, you already say, baby, what will I buy for you? Baby, okay, and you're in a relationship. I'm not talking about marriage though.
In the relationship, please run. Your 2 slippers, carry it, dust and run.
2 slippers? Don't leave the slippers behind. Leave the slippers and run. My sister, if you have extra leg, join it and run. Don't do that. It's not going to change.
Very true.
Because he believes that he is getting away with it, and he will keep getting away with it.
Except he goes for therapy.
Don't even wait for him to go for therapy. Don't advise him to go for any therapy. Don't do it. You are not a life coach.
Wow.
You are in this life to enjoy yourself and the Lord. My darling, what you should do is run. Now, while you are running, when you change, you tell him, Oga, when you change, you can come back. But you see, for now, I will not be the change that in fact, I will not try to effect your change or push your change. I will go, please let them change on their own and come back. Don't wait till they change, because let me tell you something that you do not know. Now he's hitting you, he's doing all of those things to you. Look, you'll be shocked that if you leave, or when you leave, he gets another lady, another woman. Be sure that he might not even touch that woman.
He might not.
He might never touch her. So it might just be you. It might just the way he has seen you. It might just the way he has seen that, oh, this one, she cannot do anything. Imagine maybe somebody, okay, that one happens, you run away, he meets another girl, and maybe he wants to try that sparrow again.
No.
And she was like, and maybe you just do one small mistake and slap her. Just slap her or touch her. And next day she's calling army or police to lock him up 2-3 days. My brother will not try it again. And if he leaves the relationship, there's something that's been registered in his head.
Yes, exactly.
So I cannot do this and get away with it. He will not try it. When he wants to do it, you know that thing they used to do as if they are boiling. They'll be breathing with their nose.
You have mastered them so much.
See, if I say you don't want Nollywood movie,
oh my God,
they will do like this, as if they, and they'll be breathing. What are you breathing for? Touch her now. You will hear it. Don't role play. Don't do that. So please, I'm just advising all ladies, and yes, I know I'm talking about ladies and all of that. Men are meant to go through.
Yeah, they actually go through.
Like the video we watched yesterday, that woman was punching an FRC officer in their compound, and you know it was terrible. And all of us were like, that woman, she will live to regret what she just did. And thank God, you know, that thing is actually in the open. If it was not in the open, whatever goes down with her, nobody would actually know. Do you understand? I might really, really go bad for her. But for the men that are in a relationship, what advice can you give men that women are beating? I don't know how to
Hey, that's even true.
Because, you know, I don't know. It's not like the woman can beat the man.
But he's just not touching her because he doesn't want to become a woman beater.
He doesn't want to be a woman beater, and my brother, you cannot marry her, actually.
True.
That's the point. And if you have married her, well, maybe I'm not a therapist, so I don't know what to tell you. But I think you should talk to someone. And if you feel like the person is not ready to change, then you take a bow.
Exactly.
Just take a bow. Anyways, because, oh wow, our time is almost up. Let's talk about the second topic, and that's strategies to rekindle love in a relationship and marriage. For you, what are the main important things? Like you now, you're a lover girl.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And you want maybe you're in a relationship. I don't pray that for you. You're in a relationship and you feel like the love, the friendship, everything is dying out, fizzling out. What are the few key things, let's use that word, that you would advise yourself or advise your man or advise couples out there, married or not married, but they're still a couple, I will use that word, that they can do or they can practice to help them rebuild that love again, or that friendship in the marriage or in their relationship?
Okay, so honestly, I'll just say that date yourself over and over again. Yeah. So that that sugar rush you were making me feel when you started dating me, or when you were asking me out, right? You would always call me, you'd always talk with me, you'd always hang out with me, all of those sweet words, all of those affirmations, those quality time, right? All of those things you did before I said yes to you. I think you would have to, you know, just do them. That's why I said you have to date all over and you have to date again and again and again. Actually,
I actually agree with that one too. You have to do that all over again. You know, there's this story, I'm just going to be very short about it. It's quite a long one, but I'm going to try as much as possible to be short. So it's like we always have stories when we talk about relationships.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody somewhere has something exactly to that. Okay, so this one is a man has been married with his wife for quite a long time, and they've been married for maybe over 7 to 6 years. And
7 to 6.
Yes, they've been married for 7 to 6 years. So at that point, the first child will be like about 6 years when you're married for 7 years. So let's just say the child is 6 years and their 7th year, and okay. So he started cheating on his wife. You know, of course, you know, wife duties with mother duties are a whole lot. Yes. Then your home duties also. You have to do the house. You have to do your wife duty as to your husband, feeding him and every other thing. And for your child, you have to be a mother, which is everything, all the entirety of being a human being. That's what you have to do to another, to your child. So she was doing that, and I think she was not able to balance the house duty, the child duty, and the wife duty. So she was more concentrating on the house and the child, leaving the husband. So of course the husband, looking for attention, being someone that he loves to be cared for, started seeing this younger girl, you know, and she got to know about it through his phone. Checked the messages. She was heartbroken. She cried and cried and cried for days, but she never told her husband. She never discussed it with him, because in that chat he was already planning to get married to the side chick and divorce her, and still allow her keep the child, but he's gonna be a father to the child no matter what. So she saw that and she was so broken. She met with the pastor. The pastor was like, let's call him, let's talk. She said, no, that's not what I want. It's not going to work that way. I know this man. She met with her mom. Her mom was like, let's go and let's go fight. No, that's not it. It's not going to work. She thought about it. She met a therapist and a psychologist. A person told her that, okay, maybe just what you said, we can do all those things you're supposed to do, you know, and all of that. So try and do it again. She was like, that he does not even have time for her and all of that. So she thought about it, and nobody could give her the answer that she needs, or the answer that she feels will work for her husband. That is how much she knows her husband. So she thought about it. She said, okay, she's just going to wait until the man wants to divorce her. Now, time for divorce. They got to the lawyer gave them the papers, and she told the lawyer, and he, in his presence, said, see, I'm only going to sign this paper until you do some very few things, very, very little things. It does not have to even do with money. It does not have to do, it just has to do with a little bit of your time now. And it was like, for how long? It said, just do it for a month. And I will leave you, I would happily, gladly leave you. But I just want this thing. And the lawyer got inquisitive, and he also got inquisitive. Was like, okay, so what are we going to do? What do you think we should do? Okay, what are the things you're going to do rather? And she was like, okay, that my husband, there's this thing my husband always does, and that is every morning when I wake up, he kisses me good morning. Sometimes most weekend he serves me breakfast in bed, but during the week there's nothing like that but good morning kiss. Then of course when she goes to work and he comes back, it comes before her, but because of what has been happening he comes back later. But usually he comes before her. So when she comes back, he always picks her from the ground, carries her in a bridal way into the bedroom, straight up into the bedroom, and tell her, okay, change, I've bought your water, this is ready, and of course you can go and cook dinner. Now he should do just those 2 things for 1 month. Now once he does that, she will feel loved again, and she'll be able to go and say, okay, she has tried. The man was like, just that? And she was like, yes, just that. The lawyer was like, just that? And he was like, yes,
actually.
I just want to feel loved again before I let my husband go. My husband of 7 years. At least I deserve that.
Yes.
So the husband immediately called the side chick, and so the side chick was like, do it now.
Do it now.
So far you're not sleeping with her, you're not having anything intimate with her, just do it. So he started. The first week it was just normal, nothing, no biggie. But the second week, a little emotion.
Oh my God. Why are you blushing? It's your story.
So by the second week, it was a little emotional. It was not just about bringing dinner.
Yeah.
He would gist with her just a little bit, say some things that he doesn't even say for a very long time. And she will listen, she will pray with him, and he will go. When he comes back, you know the way we just carry her before, just normal and drop on. Now he will smile, how was your day? You know, by the third week, he did not even wait up to 1 month. I'm having a good bunch already.
I am too. Oh my God.
By the third week, when she came in from work and he saw her, he knelt down and was crying and begging, apologizing that he's sorry. He didn't know, he loves her, he doesn't want to lose her, he doesn't want to. She was like, don't worry, I'm going to give you the divorce. You know, women are shakara.
Yeah. I mean, her plan was
I'm going to give you the divorce and all of that. And he was like, just do it for 1 more week and that's it. So for that 1 week, he kept begging, he kept crying.
Wow.
Now gifts were accompanying it. He was even doing more.
Where was the side chick?
He deleted her number, he dumped her, deleted her number, took back the house key, the car keys. He took everything and was focusing on his wife.
Wow.
And when it got to the day that they were supposed to sign the papers, and you know, the man definitely told the mother had been begging the wife. Everybody's literally begging the wife. Now it's time to sign the papers, and the lawyer had to beg, like, please.
No.
He has learned his lesson. He loves you. He doesn't want to lose you. And she cried and she said, I was never going to divorce him. In fact, I never knew this was going to work, but I just had to try the last straw. And they got back together and they married everybody else.
So if that didn't work, she would have just divorced.
She would have divorced him if it didn't work.
Wow.
Yeah. But there was another thing she was doing underneath. While all of that was going on, she was always praying.
Yes.
Yeah, she was always praying.
It was definitely God's intervention.
It was definitely God's intervention. So they needed to keep that home tight. So that's it. That's the end of my story. Tell by
I have tears in my eye. Oh my God.
Not Tales by Moonlight. Tales by Moonlight.
Oh my God.
Anyways, let me ask. You know, usually then we used to watch Tales by Moonlight.
Yeah.
After they'll say, what did you learn? So what did you learn from the story?
So I don't think maybe I don't think you mentioned this, but I think one of the reasons why the man wanted to divorce his wife was maybe because she was really focusing on the child and, you know, family duties, and she was forgetting to look good as the wife. She was forgetting to. A lot of women rather, they tend to, you know, always leave themselves when they are married. They feel like, okay, I'm married now. There's nothing exciting like that today, except I'm going out and I can now look up, I can look good and then show off. But when they're in the house, they're just, you know, with rappers, and that can really turn men off. Trust me, it can really turn men off. So I think that was what she didn't do, or that's what she was ignorant about. And then what I also learned is that love is powerful. Very powerful. Even if it is fading away, or it is just there, trust me, love is powerful, and then there are ways to rekindle love. Your marriage is not even over. It's not over yet, honestly. There are ways to rekindle these things. No. So far, it's not domestic abuse. Yeah. No.
It is just, you know, understanding why he or she has changed.
Yeah.
And yes, I didn't, like I said, I just want to shorten the story. It's quite like a very long story because it's a book. So it's a very long story, a book that needed to teach people how marriage actually works. Like, to get to a point in your marriage, even in your relationship, you think like, I'm done. You like, I'm not even doing it again. But just a little energy, a little patience, a little spark can actually bring back what you thought was. She was obviously, it was part of those things. She doesn't dress up because she doesn't have time. She had to change her wardrobe, start dressing well. You know, the husband was noticing her dress, the perfume, the hair, you know, all those things are part of it that will make. It's not that you not be telling rapper, he will carry you with rapper and that we ask how. It's not possible. That's not possible. Anyways, do you have anything more to say?
Yes.
So I can wrap up the show.
I actually have a question.
Okay.
Right. So I wrote this one down. How open and honest are you both in expressing your feelings? If you have, you know, a partner, right, how open and honest are you guys when it comes to expressing your feelings, whether positive feelings or negative feelings?
Okay, basically,
or how open should you be?
I think we should be very open, but you can't, to be honest, you cannot be open.
Okay.
You can be open, you still receive the information. Or you find a better way to place your information before your partner. But I feel openness is very important. I feel like if you have to do it, if you know you cannot be open about some certain things, it's better you don't do it.
Yeah.
Because if he gets to find out or she gets to find out, it will be a problem. Or if you feel like, I don't want to tell him now, or I don't want to tell her now because I don't think I'm ready, because you have to be ready to bear the consequences of that openness.
That's very true.
So until you're ready, then you can tell her and you can tell him, then whatever comes out of it, because you're ready, you're able to take it and, you know, face the punishment. But for me, openness is key. Openness is key, but I'll still tell you, use your head. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's not that it's everything, you just open your mouth, wow, and everything just comes
because
out
sometimes
like
you're just innocent
thinking.
and you want to be all truthful, but then fights would now start.
The person that you are talking to,
Yeah.
first of all, you have to first understand that the person
Very
might not
true.
be, might not be able to handle your truth.
Very
Do you understand?
true,
And
very
if the person is not able to handle your truth, are you ready to even handle the consequence, the fight, the struggle, the not talking to you, the not calls,
everything?
Are you ready to handle it? So you have to be ready before you start being open. If you know you cannot be that open with your partner, first of all, I don't even know what you're doing together, because I don't know, you just have to be open. Anyway, sign out so that we can go. Time is up.
Well, I had a beautiful, mind-blowing conversation today at the bar. I mean, it was just so beautiful how we spoke about a lot of things. You know, I'm a lover girl. You are a lover girl.
I am.
I found out today. It was so good. Say, until we come your way again, always keep living, keep learning, and keep loving. Stay safe out there, and Merry Christmas in advance.
Okay, you and this is your Christmas. Is that why you're putting on right today?
Oh yeah.
All right, yes, let me just do exactly what coming and do. Merry Christmas in advance. Of course, from us here at Galaxy TV, we're still wishing you a Merry Christmas in advance. Always, always. And at this point, tomorrow will definitely be TGIF, which is it is Friday, and we'll be having amazing things to talk about in the entertainment world. Until then, my name is Rose Blossom. Keep loving. That's all I can say. Just keep loving. Love actually has this positive vibe and always bring positive things to you. Stop being mean and stop being rude. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.